with pictures of Britain's past. And her extraordinary way of life. And the further they've come, the more extraordinary it must seem.
My name is Ibrahim Borisley. I have come a long way to photograph this English village. My home is very far off, in a place called Kuwait. Actually, photography is just a hobby with me. I am here for 5 years, studying building construction.
And you'll be using your knowledge back in your own country?
Oh, yes. We are building a whole new city in Kuwait. I must go and help.
And right here in London is another visitor from Kuwait.
My name is Ahmed Ali Douaij. I've come from Kuwait to study international relations.
Cultural relations too, I see. I suppose they're all part of your studies?
Well, it happened that I like music. And after all, music is an international thing. I enjoy Italian opera as much as Kuwaiti folk songs.
And back in Kuwait, you'll use your experience for what?
I'm going into government service.
My name is Badr Hamad Sultan, and I too come from Kuwait. Now, I've been in Britain for the past 4 years studying medicine.
Any particular branch of medicine?
Well, general medicine at the moment, but eventually I hope to specialize in tropical diseases.
Then you'll return to practice in Kuwait?
Definitely. At home, we are building up a tremendous medical scheme, and I would like to play a part in shaping it. We have great opportunities ahead of us.
And here it is, Kuwait, the place you've been hearing about. The place that's growing so fast that by the time you see these pictures, the skyline will have changed again. Let's take a close-up on Kuwait. First of all, let's see where we are. Picture yourself high above the Middle East, that sprawling area that stretches from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. Once, it was all the known world, and at its center, the plain of the two great rivers, Tigris and Euphrates, the cradle of Western civilization. Just to the south lies the Bay of Kuwait, and around it, etched out of the great Arabian desert, is the state of Kuwait, a country the size of Wales with the population of Southampton, a country with only one city, a few townships, no railways, and 6,000 square miles of desert. But underneath the sand lies treasure, the greatest treasure known to the modern age. This little country of Kuwait ranks 4th in the world among the oil-producing nations, surpassed only by the United States, by Venezuela, and the Soviet Union. From the two great piers at Mina al-Ahmadi sail more tankers than from any other of the world's oil ports. 3,000 sailings a year, nearly 10 a day, to Europe and Asia, Africa and America, Australia and the Far East. 3,000 sailings and 80 million tons of oil. And the riches from all these far distances come back to Kuwait in manufactured goods. Motor cars and razor blades, aircraft and chocolates, furniture and tennis rackets, frozen foods and feather dusters, cameras and candelabra, microscopes and magazines, timber, steel and string. In these streets, you will find the Arab shrewdness of bazaar and marketplace. But you will find also the telephone and the cable, bringing in business information from the whole industrial world.
بخصوص البرنجات اللي وفيتوا عليهم فيشر ب 209 موجود عندنا منهم 22 السعر 17 ربيع.
راعي شو سياية أو خير هذه
اللي بدك اياه ايش بدك اياه؟
كيف معاملة
بدنا نعطي الأرق إذا كان بالأسعار هذه سياية.
سياية.
نعم.
But I think the American article is much better than what you maintain.
Oh no, we produce the best there is in the field.
Who say what proof you have got? This is the best.
Well, we marketed it in Saudi Arabia and in Bahrain, everywhere.
Good. We will buy it here in Kuwait also, but I think it's not so good.
Well, no.
Because we always in Kuwait like good articles from England or from Germany, any country in the world.
Only the best is good enough. And the merchants here can display to their critical customers nearly all that money can buy. Kuwait today is cantilevered and air-conditioned. Its meeting place, the soda fountain. Its symbol of prestige, the high-powered automobile. Look more closely and you will find another side to Kuwait. For this is a sovereign state, ruled over by the seventh of his family's line, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah Al-Salim Al-Sabah, who governs his fast-developing country with an inherited understanding of his peoples, inherited from civilizations that were old when Greece and Rome were young. The ruler and his Council of State have made their country modern, but their way of government is Arab, based on the traditions of the family and on the Muslim faith. With these go responsibility for the people's happiness, their welfare, and their health. Kuwaitis can take their medicine in any of 21 state clinics, part of a free medical service, with hospitals and equipment that rival any in the world. But medicine is far more than money and buildings and the latest equipment. It's the quality of the doctors and nurses that is the backbone of any medical service. And Kuwait has attracted the best from all over the world to serve its people with a sense of humor and humanity. The future of Kuwait, as of any quickly growing country, belongs to the young. And the government has made itself responsible for their education. When these children grow up, they will know that they had the good fortune to be young and vigorous in a country that is young and vigorous too. Every day, to more than 100 schools come 40,000 children, or maybe one or two more.
طيب غابة. هلا مين يطلع يوريني من ايه صايرة غابة؟ تعال. اياد تعال. وريني أول شيء. شاطر. وريها يا أولاد ولا كمان. طيب أنت تقدر تعرف إن الثلث تساوي كم؟
الثلث يساوي 60 لأن ضربنا البسط والمقام في 2 يساوي 60.
كويس خالص. طيب والثلاثة على 5 تساوي 9 على كم؟ مين يعرف؟ أنت؟
3 أخماس تساوي 9 على 15 لأننا ضربنا البسط والمقام في 3.
40,000 school children at school every day means 40,000 healthy appetites. And even after the squarest meal, there's always little Oliver Twist who asks for more. The children's food problem is tackled with imagination. One huge central kitchen in the middle of the city provides midday meals for the pupils of over 50 schools. These children are sleeping the easy sleep of the fortunate. But not all the children of Kuwait start with their advantages. This place is called Mahad Anur, the House of Light. Here the deaf may learn to speak. The blind to read and write.
في وسط السطر تبدأ تترك خانتين 3 أو 4 من أول السطر وتبدأ كلمة الطائرة.
Then Columbus and his sailors went further into the island. They were surprised at the thick trees and the rich plants which cover.
The blind housewife must learn to do the shopping by the subtleties of shape and texture.
شعير صح واللي بعديه تصبر بارا شطرة واللي بعدها شوف الصبع كيف الورقة كده عدد شطرة خالص.
Today, these boys are Kuwait's responsibility. In a few years, Kuwait will be theirs. Take young Khaled here, a normal, healthy 8-year-old. His father is an artisan, and who knows what Khaled may become. His schoolmaster is a foreigner, an Arab from a neighboring state. For while Khaled and his generation are growing up, there will be many foreigners in Kuwait. In the years since the first oil drillings, Kuwait has welcomed people of many nationalities to help her development. The necessary qualification is skill, engineering, scientific, or administrative. The skills that have enabled this small country to make her wealth productive. The foreigners have brought their own way of life. They are free to worship as they please. They've brought their wives and their wives' necessities, their children and their children's pets, their own culture. their incomprehensible enthusiasms, their passion for gardening, and above all, their patient ability to teach.
Mane-bearing cat.
Mane-bearing cat.
Other, piston.
Piston.
Other, connecting rod.
Connecting rod.
And the people of Kuwait have matched it with their own ability to learn, and to learn quickly. Pupils in Kuwaiti schools and technical colleges, and pupils far away in the centers of learning of Europe, America, and the Arab world, a whole generation of Kuwaitis are learning their way about a completely new field of knowledge, a world of circuits, systems, frequencies, reactors, bloodstreams, power curves, wingtip vortices, the things we all of us have to learn today. Once, the Arabs were the teachers of the world, its outstanding chemists, doctors, geographers. Here, in the quiet of libraries, and in the cut and thrust of argument, the same urgent spirit of inquiry is born again. Today, the city gates no longer open on the desert. For eager young Kuwait, tomorrow is high adventure. But for many years yet, the material springboard of that adventure will be oil. Today, much of the energy and resources of Kuwait is needed to keep the oil industry constantly supplied with the technical facilities, the equipment, and the manpower it needs.
Hello? Oh, hello, Arthur. How are you? You're short of pipes? Oh, okay, I'll send you. How many?